Hey everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to Do It Frugal. Today I am making spaghetti bolognese. So I'm going to get started and show you how I make spaghetti bolognese on a budget. I'm going to start off with, I've got about a tablespoon of oil in my pan, and what I'm going to add to that is some carrot, onion, garlic, bay leaves, and chopped parsley. So what I want to do is get the carrots and onion nice and tender and cook through, and then I will bring you back and show you what I'm going to add. Now you'll see that my onion and carrot are nice and translucent, so what I'm going to do now is add the 250 grams of mince, and I'm going to brown that off with the vegetables. And get So I'm just going to keep it over a medium-high heat and let it brown nicely with the vegetables. And once I've gotten it to that stage, I'm going to add some tinned mushrooms and my sauce and a little bit of salt and pepper, but I'll bring you back for that stage. I've nicely browned the mince with the vegetables. Now what I'm going to add is a small can of, I'm using champignon pieces and stems, so I'm going to add that for my mushrooms. Now if you go back and have a look at my chicken and mushroom stroganoff, this is what I should have added to that as well. What I'm saying is I should have put the canned mushrooms in with that recipe as well. So if you are going to make that one, or you haven't seen it, I'll put the link, I'll put an eye in the sky, and go check it out. But if you do make it, I highly recommend that you put in some sliced mushrooms into that one. The last thing, well, the second last thing is I'm going to add about a teaspoon, and I'm just going to measure it in my hand because I can't be bothered dirtying another thing, of my homemade all-purpose seasoning. Once again, eye in the sky, link down in the description box if you want to make that, because that one's homemade as well. And lastly, I'm going to add my tomato passata. And what I'll do is I'm just going to add some water to the bottle, put the lid on and shake it all about, just so I can get all of the sauce out of this. Now you'll notice that I only use 250 grams of tomato passata in this recipe. You don't need more than that. It's got lots of vegetables and sauce. This will feed 4 to 6 with some pasta. And that means you have, because most of the time we buy 500 gram lots, you've got another 250 grams to use on something else. So that's not waste. I'm not saying that you would have wasted the food using the 500 grams, but at least you have, it's more economical and you can use that 250 grams on something else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this to the boil, and then I'm going to let it simmer covered for about 45 to 50 minutes. Once I get it there, I will bring you back, and I think what I'm going to do with this batch is I'm actually going to freeze it for another day. But I wanted you to see how I made my spaghetti bolognese sauce and how I don't add as much meat as other people do. It's been 45 minutes and the pasta sauce is cooked, the meat spaghetti bolognese sauce is nice and cooked. I'm going to allow it to cool, and I'm going to separate it into 2 batches, and that will be dinner or lunch for 2 nights. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you make it, please let me know in the description box what you think. Please subscribe to my channel, it'd be great to have you here, and I hope you look forward to my next video. Bye! Before I go, I just wanted to mention that if you haven't seen my 10-minute gnocchi video, go and check that out. This pasta sauce would go great with those. See you next time, bye!